Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome back to the channel. Today I am wanting to talk about Joker, Harley, Criminal Sanity. I caught up with issues 3 and 4. Now, I do remember saying I wasn't going to do an update until the whole series was finished, because it's meant to be going on for 9 issues. But after 3 and 4, there are some interesting things to talk about. So first of all, where is 3? There it is. Jason Bedoya, if I pronounce his name right, I hope I have, has taken over. I'm going to put that back up there because I don't like seeing an empty shelf. Has taken over from Mike Mayhew. So as far as I believe, Mike Mayhew was doing the colour panels, which is the sort of past, because you have the past in colour and the present tense in black and white. And I really enjoyed both the colour and the art of issue 1 and 2. It looked incredibly realistic, and I really like that kind of look in a book. Issue 3 and 4, Jason Bedoya, it's a little bit more cartoony. It's not quite to my liking, so it is a personal preference, but it kind of threw me off a little bit. The change has come because apparently DC were not happy with the constant delays in the title, so they wanted to get back to more of a consistent schedule, which I can completely understand. Although saying that, I have said it before about price. I am always willing to pay a little bit extra for a really quality product, and it's the same goes with time. I am more than happy to wait for a good quality product. I waited for a very long time for Joss Whedon's Astonishing X-Men, and I wasn't disappointed. It's the same sort of thing here. I would have been quite happy to wait for the Mayhew colours and art. Saying that, that was still the only part of the book that I'm really enjoying. It's an okay book as a whole. It still seems to me like a forced story that's pushed into the Gotham characters. This would have definitely made a really good story for more natural characters. Me personally, more natural characters like Victor Zsasz, the sort of the serial killer. Not having Joker as a maniac sort of killer that's potentially serial killer. I mean, it's still up in the air whether he's the serial killer or not. As there's towards the end of issue 4, we're now led to believe maybe he's not. But it is still very much the sort of the Silence of the Lambs Hannibal kind of thing, which I'm still not a lover of the big change in Harley Quinn's character. Saying that, like I did say, it's still an enjoyable book. Still very thin, and like I've said, I'm more than happy to pay for a quality product. It's maybe a little bit thin for me. The artwork is just about good enough to, I'd say, probably to warrant the price mark. The other big thing about this is at the very end of each book, it does tease the next issue, and at the end of issue 4, it then teased Joker, Harley, Criminal Sanity, Secret Files. Now, as far as I'm aware, Secret Files is a one-off tie-in issue that looks to tie in Joker's journal and Harley Quinn's breakdown of serial killers. So it would make for a very interesting read. I do have a copy saved for me, so as soon as I get it, I probably will do a review of that just as a standalone thing on its own. So that's very interesting to me. Although, again, this is the kind of thing that I'm seeing a lot more recently with not just books, with films, with comics, with everything. If you cannot tell your story within the arc that you're either given or that you give, so this obviously Cami Garcia has either said 9 issues or that she's been given 9 issues. If she cannot tell her story within those 9 issues, there is something fundamentally wrong with her writing. Now, her writing seems to be good so far, but if she needs the extra one-off issue or 2 of issues to try and tie things in together, then to me that there seems to be an issue. The same thing happened with, I believe it was it J.J. Abrams' Star Trek Beyond? I believe there was a prequel comic. Same thing with Star Wars which one was it? The Rise of Skywalker. So for me, it feels like a bit of a slap in the face to the customers, to the fan base, when you cannot tell your story within the space of what you're sort of given or what you're asked for, and you need extra. That's asking a bit too much. But saying that, I'm still willing to give it a go, and I'm going to report back on it. So, issues 1 to 4, we are about halfway through, probably just under halfway through now, obviously with this one issue tie-in. It's steady enough going. It's nothing amazing, nothing terrible. It's a good enough story that, like I said, seems to just be pushed into the characters. If you're a big fan of the crime dramas, like your CSIs, was it the cold cases, things like that, Bones, you probably will enjoy this series. If you're a big fan of the Batman, well, the brand, for lack of a better word, if you're a big fan of Joker, big fan of Harley Quinn, as they actually are sort of originally, then you might not enjoy this as much. But like I said, I'm enjoying it just about enough. But guys, let me know if you've even given this one a go, if you've been put off. Let me know what you think about it down in the comments. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. It really does help me out. And I'll see you in the next video.